exciting episode of the BRR Show. The BRR Show is a business, relationship, and real-life issues show where we have conversations from lenses that are different from what you would regularly find around. Today is our first episode of having a three-man show. When we return from the break, we'll delve more into the conversation for today. Please stay with us and don't touch that dial. Thanks for staying with us. You're still on to the BRR Show. In the last episode, we had a conversation regarding how individuals are unable to maximize their potential. And on the show today, we have what is described as the life mapping design. I'd had mine a couple of weeks ago, and I felt it appropriate to have this live on the show today. The life mapping design is an intervention that helps to maximize your potential. And on the show today, we have Coach David and Mofolusade Shonaike. They're meeting for the first time today, and I look forward to this particular episode. So please stay with us, and we have this over to you, Coach David.
Yeah, thank you for having me, and I'm excited here today and pleased to meet you, Mofolusade. Thank you so much for the connection, Toby. God bless you.
Amen.
The life design is a tool that helps you to map your predominant positioning at this time, like a snapshot of where you are and what you need to do to break through, all the way from habits to mental adjustment, to behavioral patterns, to relationship insights that can give you strategic intelligence and the inner workings that can help you break through to your next level. And hopefully, this is an attempt to help really to inspire you for your next level, and I'm excited.
I'm excited to be experiencing this.
Pleased to meet you, and I hope we have a good outcome. Like I said, this is not magic. It's just an attempt to help. It's an attempt at creating awareness and new bodies of knowledge and insight that you can use intelligibly to maximize your results. And gives you a snapshot of where you are at this point in your life and how to break it into the next level.
Okay, thank you for that very brief insight. So, Mofolusade, what do you hope to expect from this conversation?
Let me go scriptural. I'm just like the Israelites who have been going around the mountain for 400 years. And, I'm looking to crossover.
Okay.
Right? So, like, there are a lot of things in my life that I think have just been hovering. And I want clarity, and I want that thing that will help me to push through. So I'm hoping to achieve that.
All right, so Mofolusade, awesome meeting you. So I can literally just write a header here, life map for Mofolusade. Shade. Okay. So Mofolusade, you're predominantly very creative. Your creative intelligence is stellar. You are hyper creative. You are ultra gigahertz. Your creativity is on the roof. I give you 98 out of 100. You're a creative soul. You also have a certain level of curiosity, and this drives your entrepreneurship. So you're also very entrepreneurial. The third kind of force I see around you is that you are remarkably resilient. Resiliency indicator very high. Like 9 out of 10 times, you're always very resilient. So these three energies are very powerful. Your creativity is so strong, it's like an onion. It's like there's a lot of concentric circles. You are very creative, layer by layer. There's no idea that you have that is not scalable. Your ideas typically have scalability. There's always something to do. There's always the next level, always the next thing to do. The problem is your scalability your personal scalability intelligence, your ability to pick an idea and pick the next thing and pick the next thing and pick the next thing, while that is a strength, is also a weakness in that you have many expressions per time. So that you are struggling with which one. Which one should you do? So ideas or execution sorting should be an intelligence or a body of knowledge you should get. How do you select ideas? Idea selection technique. You need to study how do you select which idea you should first of all implement, and what out of the many candidate opportunities to scale that same idea, which one should you choose? Because today your predominant model is personal feeling, personal interests, what connects with you, what your friends are asking for, what you're encouraged about. That doesn't help business. So while you're very creative, you are struggling with what I call the Picasso syndrome. The Picasso syndrome is Pablo Picasso, remarkable artist, but in his life he didn't make too much money. So as a creative, you have to build what I call ideas economics, or what I call ideonomics. You need to invest in how do you know ideas that will scale. Out of candidate opportunities, which one should you select? What technology should you adopt? What should you do? How should you roll out? So 2 questions. Which idea should you focus on per time? Which idea should you focus on per time? And which of these ideas at the end of the day will also help you? And out of the candidate opportunities for one idea, which one should you execute in what order? So this ideas ranking or execution ranking. So which idea first? Number 2, how should you scale that idea? Which option, which opportunity, which candidate opportunity should you choose to scale that idea per time that's taking its leadership from the market? Or economics. This is something that you need to invest in, because today you're burning out. Because your expressions are too deep and too plenty. You need to select the ones that make economic sense or economic sense, and the one that the market also wants to buy. So you need to understand, and you have a lot of inventory or things you develop that nobody is asking about, and you may want to look for partnerships that bring markets. Your partnerships.
How are you able to tell all these things? Well,
Yes, you can ask me. Yes, I've spent the last 30 years studying these things, life design, maps, and so if I see anybody in 60 seconds, I can easily tell their predominant map, what struggles they are having on the money, and what they should do. So this is actionable intelligence that you need. So you need to actually look for partnerships that are market. Now today you have partnerships that are fulfilling you, because you're very emotional, because you love to love those around you. You probably need to do a relationship evaluation. You need to go after marketing or business-focused relationships. Now, the problem with business-focused relationships is that they may not be emotionally friendly. Some of them may be outrightly rude. Some of them may be insolent. Some of them may be disrespectful, which you are very averse to anyway. Yes. You don't like disrespect at all, because you have a lion spirit and you see yourself as a king internally, which is okay. The only problem is that in real life, you probably have to do emotional re-engineering so that you can cope with people's insults and yet get money, because the market-based relationships will not be emotionally fulfilling. And you have to stoop to conquer to bow if you want your dream to see the light of the day. Because really, you see, success for ideation and creativity is the idea in the middle multiplied by the community of those who will buy the idea from you. So it is idea multiplied by community, or idea raised to the power of community. Now, if your communities are too friendly Idea may excuse you if you have friendly relationships alone, those around you. Oh, she cooks well. Oh, she does well. Oh, she speaks well. That's idea. When you want to scale it into a community, it's very, very unforgiving of your personal weaknesses. You must go after things that will make the idea work, not those who necessarily like the idea, not those who will encourage whether I did it well, those who put me in uncomfortable times, those who are going to be, but they hold the market. So you must look for those kind of levels of partnerships. Then you have to think about brands, and that's getting corporate and big, and that will take you out of a comfort zone. You have to resume in an office. You have to have a team working with you. You have to have cameramen working with you. It's a whole lot, and for you to scale that, you see, every business empire grows after the soul of the emperor. The soul of the emperor. So let's say this is the emperor and this is the empire. You see, the edge of the domain of the empire begins to wane according to the strength of the soul of the emperor, or it will increase based on the soul of the emperor. So your soul, the seat of your emotions, will, and intellect must become very strong and resilient to actually allow you to build a bigger empire. So you must be large-hearted. Your patience must increase. Your forgiveness must increase. Your long-suffering must increase. You have a meeting, somebody comes late, allow them be. Some people will be downright rude to you. What you want is to build a very big financial network for yourself at the end of the day. Some CEOs will put you in the waiting room for hours. Just imagine you, for example, partnering with Pampers. Immediately, there's an ad that they can see your face all over Africa. Those are the kind of outcomes you'll be looking for at your life. Very uncomfortable, but that's because in terms of creativity, you have netted all the fronts. There's almost nothing you cannot do. You are very flexible. You can bend impossibilities. You can do a lot. And you're finished proving yourself on the ideation leg. Let's build a community. In terms of idea, you are done. There's nothing else to do. I'll tell you that for free. In terms of ideation, what you can do, whether you are strong, no, you are done. You are actually ready. The only thing is that in your character, in your emotions, you need to be willing to be flexible and build an empire. You need to, and this is happening to you because you've not worked for long in the corporate environment. Because of this, the internal resilience of a middle manager, you don't have it. So because all the times are at your own time, but when you must do business at a very global scale, I mean, when some people are just sleeping, is when some people are just waking up. In Australia, they're probably sleeping when they're going to wake up. So if your product will be in Australia, for example, it will be uncomfortable. You need to actually think about, out of 100,000 naira, for example, it's okay for me to earn 1,000 naira. Let the guys in Australia earn 8,000 naira from your product. Now, making those kind of adjustments is not easy for you because you've not built a company, but you must. That's the next thing for your life. And then I can feel literally you saying, but I have all the ideas, I have all the products, I have all the services. Why is nobody calling me? It's not as if they're not calling you. Remember, there's also competition. You're not the only product in town. And so people have alternatives. So when people have alternatives, you must fight because you are watching just a community. You are done here. But what you're doing now is even flipping this and reselecting. No, you need to now have more people use your product. We need to crack how more people will use your products by partnerships, by relationships, and also for that thing. So as I think about your predominant lifestyle, what you need to do and where you are. It's been very strong honor to be your life journey consultant today. Yeah.
Thank you so much to our audience. How was that experience? Okay, so very quickly we'll move on to Oluwatobi.
Oh my God. I'm speechless and emotional. Because, I mean, that's why I had to stop him to say, how can you tell all of these things just from, we've not even spent up to 30 minutes together because everything is like on point.
Wow.
On point. On point. There's no other, I know, I mean, somebody still told me yesterday, I was chatting with someone, she said, there's nothing you cannot do because we're talking about something. How can you say that? There's nothing you cannot do. So people see me and they see that look, you've done this, you've done, and God, I have done things. Well, it's just like I said.
Because you're actually a billionaire by design. The only problem is building a system that builds a community for you is where your challenge is. And that's because it's a psycho-emotional thing. It's an internal development thing. It's not It's not in any textbook. It's you. You have to grow. You have to grow your emotion, your internal resilience, your patience, your ability to hire, to fire, your ability to recruit, your ability to partner with people and brands is where you are at. Today, you can't stand the arrogance of brands. You can't stand sitting down for a marketing.
Amondo. They always say that. They always say that we are lagidi.
You understand? That somebody, a brand manager is sitting in his office, I have to sit for 4 hours because he or she is in a meeting. You can't stand it. You just have a lot to do. That's how you are, but that's how the corporate world works. If you want to actually get in, I mean, just imagine baby lotion, and then your face is on the poster as a mom entrepreneur model or something, and all over Nigeria they see you immediately. How much are you willing to give away of your brand? How much are you willing? What are you willing to part away with? How much of your service are you willing to give to them? Are you comfortable earning 1,000 out of a billion customers, 1,000 out of a billion customers, or you want to own 95,000 out of 100,000 customers? Because on the ideation leg, you are done. You are almost done. In fact, if you're not careful, you're probably going to entrepreneur into academia. That's the next thing, teaching others. That's kind of thing you start doing. But if you really want to build a business that you grow community, you have to open this up in a very big way, and that requires some internal acceptance. Some you'll be cheated, you'll be maltreated. Some people will say stuff you don't like. There'll be legal, yes. There'll be legal battles. There'll be uncomfortable moments. That is how to become a global brand. It's internal restlessness. There are days you want to say, this person cheated me, spoke to me rudely. That's disrespectful. How old is this young girl? Is it because you're a brand manager? All those conversations must never get you to junk that dream.
You're going to say something?
Yes. I was going to say, interestingly, my very first business was a gift packaging and whatever business. And I was like one of the first people to start that. And this thing you're saying is why I ran away. Because my first major corporate job that I had, it ended up in a legal battle. It was terrible.
Let me tell you.
After that, I just took off. I'm like, God forbid.
No.
So as you were saying that, I was just like,
the strength,
wow,
the strength of your gift is big. You will have those obstacles and prepare for them. Today, the gift industry in Nigeria has ballooned.
Yes.
Just imagine if you stayed there.
Yeah.
Let's imagine how much billions you'll be making now. Imagine having all the shops across
I see everybody
places.
coming up with it, and I'm just laughing like, wow.
wow.
I started in 2009. That was what I resigned
There are people who have paid masters and double masters fees on this gift business.
Yes.
I know some of them.
Yes.
Don't shortchange yourself anymore. The key is that remember you're trying to build a community now. The world must know what you have. You must now build an empire. I mean, the biggest businessmen don't run from cases. It's a legal case.
For me, that one was like, I was going to die. They served me papers. I'm like, what? I cried. There's nothing I don't do. And I'm like, no.
That is the realm of business. If that's how to know you're striking a new level. If you look back at the case now, watch how the case in itself will go away. How the case got resolved.
Yes.
But the emotional trauma it left you made you to run away.
It was a lot. I trusted people that I trusted.
Now looking back,
lied. In fact, it was
but looking back today, the run was not worth it.
Yes.
Running away wasn't worth it.
You admit that?
Eh?
You admit that?
I admit.
It doesn't
I
work.
admit. Because, I was passionate about that.
The bigger you will become, you want to swim in bigger waters, you will come across sharks.
Yeah.
Some battles you will lose.
I think I was not ready for that.
Some battles you will lose.
I was not ready for that.
Some you will win. Some will be traumatic. We must keep going. That's how big conglomerates are made. But in terms of ideation, I told you are almost done. I can tell you are already done. The secret to ideas is combination. Combine this, combine that. Change this, change that. Move. In terms of those arrangements, you're done. You have it. It is building the communities that turn you into a proper billionaire in dollars that we need to look to. And I look forward to your billionaire days.
Amen.
Because I know following this pattern, you will emerge a billionaire. The big corporates are waiting for you. You have a lot of insight to offer brands for mothers, for children. You are an asset. You are an asset. You are an asset to any. And you see, you are in the industry. You are in the industry where the biggest products, where retail is focused on mothers and children. 95% of retailers in the world focus on mothers and children, and retail will never die. All the way from household. Why thinking about it? Why does a man spend money until there's a wife and children, on the children and the wife? There's almost nothing you spend money on except assets. Real life, you begin to spend. Why do you spend Monday to Friday? Why do you spend more? It's about the retail. You retail something. All the way from chewing gum to mother's energy to your child's periods to baby pampers to close-ups to cocoa. The catchment area that you can apply yourself to is large. So think about it. Approach 100 corporates with your brand profile, what you can do for their brand, what their brand is about, how your partnership will benefit. Write 100 brands. You get someone, copywriter, to write for you, write 100 brands. Write a small treatise, they adjust it all the time, they edit it, write brand, one brand. In 100 brands, somebody will call you. And at the beginning, you don't want to start asking or talking about what are you going to pay me. No. Why that's on the table? You're trying to acquire a large community. I see you traveling around Africa with a brand. I see you going all over the world with a brand. That is your biggest asset, and I think you can do it. You're going to have countries call you, cities call you to come and take honorary citizenship. You're going to have red carpets waiting for you because you are a hope giver to mothers. Because the moment of childbearing for many women is a slow moment in their career. It's a moment that some women regret. There's no way you not feel it as a mother. Now, you have the genius and intelligence to help any mother to actually turn that to an advantage. And that's a very powerful moment. It's a universal human moment. Across the world, mompreneurship is big. On the product level, big. It's a moment where we came to the world that way. You also have our children at some point. They will grow. They have their children at some point. You are in the best place you should be. You're not in the wrong business. But the only thing is that you need to adapt to survive by working more with brands and partnerships. And money is not the first object. Let them cheat you. Let your face just be on the billboards. Just be the one who is their brand ambassador.
I feel very emotional about this billboard thing you're saying. You know why?
Because that's the next level of your life.
In fact, I need to say this because when I was about 6, 7, 8, anytime we're driving to school, my parents are driving us to school, I used to stay by the window and look at billboards and just smile and just imagine my face on the billboard.
Yes, that's
for real.
That's the picture.
But it's something that I've not thought about in a long time.
No, that's the picture that I see.
But as a child, that's what I used to do. As a guys, I'm just smiling and imagining my face on the billboard.
It's one of your, you see any picture that's like that's one of your predominant desires. They were hard-coded in your being. They are hard-coded in your being. It's not an accident I'm speaking it, because I am trained psycho-emotionally to hear your dominant pictures. It's a dominant picture. And brands are waiting for people like you, people with meaning, people with a message, people with a hope for mothers. And look, if you write this way, I help give hope to mothers. Because there are words that unlock the soul of the brand owner and the people listening. And so just write a proper, say, this is who I am. I give hope to mothers. I help them to turn the moment of childbearing and child-rearing to advantage. That your life does not need to stop. Whenever women encounter me, these are the kind of feedbacks they have said. And as a person, I can help your brand do invaluable things and insight to connect the soul of the mothers to your brand the more. Your brand should be the go-to brand. That blah, 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 blah. Write this way. Send to brand managers. Do 100 for starters. The 100 does not listen, go to 200. They don't listen, go to 300. They don't listen, go to 400. They don't listen, then go to Ghana. They don't listen, then just write email. Just like go to South Africa.
Okay.
Before you get to 1,000 brands, a brand that will pick you up and take you around Africa to inspire mothers, particularly the young ones, especially these Gen Zs who are thinking they want to have children. So you are needed actually.
Absolutely.
Because motherhood is in danger. You are needed now. This is your day. This is your moment, because you are the one who will be the go-to person for many brands to talk to. I look
Okay.
forward to your billionaire status.
Okay, it was indeed a very, very interesting and inspiring episode. Congratulations,
Thank
Mofolúṣadé.
you. Thank you.
Congratulations. And to buttress what you said, I'd met Mofolúṣadé one day when I was just walking past my estate. I just had my baby at the time, my first child. And life was literally shutting down for me because, I mean, I just didn't
Your
have
life was not going to be around the baby all the
all
time.
the baby all the time. And this is me that was
You
known
like
to
to
be
do
a high flyer,
stuff.
do stuff and all that. And so as I met her on the road, I said, oh, my name is Toby. I know you from Instagram and all that. Mofolúṣadé literally took me up, took my baby up. I would go out and leave my child in her house. So when you say that she gives hope to mothers, I mean, I'm a living witness. I'm so emotional talking about this because I know what her presence in my life at the time did. She's also still very present in my life. And I'm really grateful for this exposition on her life. And wow, I'm just very grateful for you.
Well, Mofolúṣadé, it's been a great honor and a privilege to actually be your life journey map today. And I'm handing you over the map with all the detailed information because I believe that your billionaire status in dollars is
Amen.
waiting and all your dreams are about to come to pass as you action these things. Thank you so much
Thank you
for
so
the
much.
opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And on that note, we've come to the end of today's show. Stay blessed and stay lifted. Bye.